Storyline number 1, JR puts himself over amidst the return of Diesel and Razor. So this is the day. Diesel and Razor are coming back. They've been advertising this. They were even at the show the night before. They were at that at the Mind Games pay-per-view, and they attacked Savio Vega backstage. So I don't know what the hell people were thinking at that point. You know, I wish I could interview someone who was actually watching this day to day. And could comment on what the hell they were thinking. So to open the show, they did mention, they showed a replay of Nash and Diesel, or two guys who are in their gear, in their costumes, beating up on Savio Vega backstage. And Savio Vega was interviewed, and he was like, I don't know what I saw. I don't know what the hell happened. But
That's right.
Okay, so let's listen to the opening of the show, and I think they're going to announce, this is when JR is going to say, hey, these guys are coming today. They're gonna be here. Hold on, let me turn up the audio.
Wildman Mark Merrill will go one-on-one with Farouk. What a battle. It's going to be a great matchup. Plus, ladies and gentlemen, Big Daddy Cool Diesel and the bad guy Razor Ramon are in the house. They are here, and we're going to have them right here live tonight on Raw.
All right. So there he is. So JR's big reveal. It's gonna prove that he hasn't been bullshitting this whole time, because everyone has been crying bullshit because Hall and Nash are on WCW. There's no goddamn way. But what's this guy's name?
They call him Doc Hendricks. What the fuck is his real name? It doesn't matter. Let's go with Doc Hendricks.
Doc Hendricks. Yes. So he's in their locker room. There's a locker room that says Razor and Diesel. And he even peeks in and sees like somebody dressed in, but they slam the door in his face. But, all right, I'm going to cut to the end of the show. So this was the final segment. So JR is going to cut a promo to close the show. So I listened to this last night, but I don't remember it. So I want to listen to it again because I just remember it being like fucking crazy. But let's listen to JR's promo here. And he's going to introduce Razor Ramon and Diesel back to WWF at the end of this. So here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I was so rudely interrupted with a commercial break, we're going to conduct this interview right now. And in just a couple of moments, I want to bring Big Daddy Cool Diesel and Razor Ramon right out here. But before I do, I'd like to just beg your indulgence for just a minute or so and tell you something that I've got on my mind. There's something I've been waiting to say for a long, long time. And when I'm through telling you, many of you are going to question my loyalty to the World Wrestling Federation. So let's clear that up right now.
What are you talking about? I have no idea.
I have no loyalty to the World Wrestling Federation. I've only got loyalty to good old JR. Let me tell you why. In 1993, I left a great job in Atlanta, Georgia. And I left the Atlanta Falcons of the National Football League to go to the recognized leader of sports entertainment, the WWF. And I came here to be the primary play-by-play man in the WWF. I don't think anybody here is going to disagree that I'm the best play-by-play man in the whole damn business.
Yeah.
Putting himself over. JR putting himself over.
Well, that part's true. I do agree. He is the best play-by-play guy probably of all time. Well, definitely of my lifetime. I mean, there could have been some guys that I'd never heard or saw, but definitely of my lifetime, it's not even close.
I really don't know. This is
So I show up for work the first day at WrestleMania 9 in Las Vegas, Nevada, and they give me a sheet to wear. They said, oh, it's going to be a toga. You'll look good in the toga, JR. I leave the National Football League for a toga. It's crap.
He's mad at that about having to wear the toga at Caesar's Palace, huh? Okay, so he held that in his heart for quite a long time. Okay, interesting. Let's carry on.
He has more.
Ladies and gentlemen, I go to the first King of the Ring in Dayton, Ohio. And I guarantee you, you listen to that broadcast, I carried the broadcast from ringside. And then did you ever wonder where old JR went to? Why isn't JR doing play-by-play anymore? Let me tell you why. Because the egotistical owner of the World Wrestling Federation, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Vince McMahon couldn't stand the competition.
Why is he doing this? This is rather unfortunate.
So JR disappeared. And then on Super Bowl Sunday in 1994, I woke up with an affliction called Bell's palsy. And my entire left side of my face looked like I had a stroke. You think I like that? You think I like that my left eye doesn't open all the way because I got sick? Let me tell you how warm-hearted Mr. McMahon is. Mr. McMahon called me into his office on February the 11th, 1994, and he fired my ass.
God, well, all right, that one I'll accept as a valid complaint. Like the toga thing.
Absolutely.
Okay, what is going on here? He's running down the WWF. He's trying. That's the idea here.
Well, it's a very strange thing because what did they think? What did they think this was? I mean, obviously this is a work shoot, and I think.
How does this benefit the WWF, though?
I couldn't come up with. That's what I'm saying. I think that's the criticism. Like, yeah, this was a great promo for JR. Like, just to get all the shit that he probably did feel off his chest live on TV, but it's on their. It's like something AEW too. Like, how is this going to help business? How is this going to help anything? Especially when you're about to reveal that it's who actually Razor Ramon is and who. Well, I guess they didn't reveal Diesel in this episode, but same thing. You know, it doesn't really matter at that point. But anyways, continue.
So I get back in my car, and I'm driving to my home in that overpriced hellhole, Connecticut, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to tell my wife and my two little girls that their daddy had just got fired. And so then, remember when McMahon got indicted? Then you just come back and do Raw.
In fact, can't believe they let him say this on TV.
Go again. So finally,
I mean, maybe they thought this whole work shoot was just gonna be interesting to people. They needed anything to get ratings. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Here's JR.
Yeah.
Going off on Vince and everybody, like that's got to turn heads. Just got to turn some people over. You turn the channel and JR is going crazy in the middle of the ring. But okay, we only got a couple minutes left in this. Let's let it run out.
Yeah, let's let it run.
Hired me back for 50 cents on the dollar to come back and work in the front office. Do you think that all these guys leaving the WWF was an accident? Hell no, it's not. You think all these guys coming here was an accident? Absolutely not. I've been very busy. And right now, I want to bring back one of your favorites.
He said you guys think people leaving this company for other companies is an accident. No, I made that happen. I'm the one that's been telling people to leave because this company sucks.
Oh, I see. So he was implying that he's the reason that Hall and Nash left in the first place. Is that what he was trying to imply?
Yes, and he's also in charge of bringing people back in. So now he's saying, well, I'm bringing this person in now. Okay. I don't know. This is all over the place. Yeah, this is...
Razor Ramon!
All right, so this is the introduction of Razor. So the people cheer. They pop first.
They probably thought there's a chance that it could be
There's
Scott
the
Hall.
music. They play the music. Razor's old music.
Which was a great theme.
And then the crowd goes silent. The first second they cheered, and then this guy comes in. It looks like this guy looks like I don't know what he looks like. I was gonna say he looks like our friend Red.
But he doesn't look like anything like Scott Hall.
Yeah,
He's closer to Ren than he is to Scott Hall.
Oh my goodness! So here comes the guy. Here comes the new Razor Ramon. I mean,
Oh Lord.
I mean, I've heard some circles say that they thought the idea was that they could just replace certain people. Like eventually they would have like an Undertaker replacement.
Right.
You know what I mean? They could just bring someone to play the Undertaker. Like, wouldn't that be great? You wouldn't have to pay Mark Calloway anymore. We could just you think you deserve this much money? We'll just bring anyone to play the Undertaker. Like, if this worked, if this angle worked,
right,
and people sort of accepted Razor and Diesel, I think he could have maybe thought about doing that with other wrestlers and other characters. You know what I mean? But
well, then I guess we should all be thankful that this failed miserably.
I mean, all right, let me play out the rest of it and see if anything happens.
That's not mirrors. What is this? How do you like?
You know, the commentators are certainly not putting it over because Kevin Kelly's like, that's not the original Razor. That's not him. What's going on here?
WWF. How do you like Razor Ramon? How do you like that, McMahon? Like he's a little bigger than the last time I saw him. What is JR trying to do? Is he trying to embarrass the World Wrestling Federation?
Is he trying to embarrass the World Wrestling Federation? So they're not putting him over, definitely. They're not putting this guy over, whoever it is.
Razor, how's it feel to be back in the WWF?
Oh yeah, man. Chico, take a look at the bad guy, man.
Wait a second, Bobby Omega! It's the ring! Wow!
All right, so then Savio Vega hits the ring, and they
The show goes
brawl,
off.
and the show goes off the air, and that was it. Oh my goodness! All right, so then they were gonna reveal this fake Razor and fake Diesel, and they didn't even get a chance to reveal the whole Diesel, the fake Diesel. They didn't get a
No,
chance to reveal the fake bullshit storyline.
Then we have to reveal the fake Diesel in the next week, which is, oh god, yeah, you're right. It's terrible. It's terrible.
All right. So there's our first storyline from this day. Let's see what ratings we gave on this. I think Robert didn't watch the show. He's probably sick. He might have watched it, but we don't have a rating from him today. Vlad's at a 0, and I'm at a thumbs down. Vlad actually said the JR promo he liked, so you're giving that a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And then the Razor reveal though was a thumbs down, so you leveled it out to a 0.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Interesting. Okay, so we've covered this whole thing. I'm gonna make this a playlist, Vlad, of all our coverage of this whole storyline. But do you have any comments on this? I know this is the end. We knew this is where it would come to, but this isn't the end though, because these guys are actually gonna wrestle and be on the show, right? So
yes, for at least for a little while, yes.
All right, so let's hear some comments from you about how this whole thing finally went down.
I mean, I don't think there's really much to say. I mean, I thought the JR promo itself was obviously pretty good, despite what we just said about how it made no sense and why they would let him say all this stuff. And yeah, but I guess to the bigger point of the reveal of the fake Razor, I mean, if Vince really thought they could just put anybody in these characters that he quote unquote created, he was just being stupid. He was just being stupid, man. That's really what it comes down to. Because it's not just like, this is not like somebody playing Disneyland characters at, they're in a, you can't see their face or anything like that. These are actually people that people saw year in, year out. So they weren't going to enjoy this no matter what happened. There was no way this was going to end up working out any shape or form that they presented it as far as I could see. So, yeah, I mean, this is one of the most failed wrestling ideas that Vince had, probably.
Yeah. Well, man, there's something about the seed of that idea that I kind of like. The idea of continuing on a character like forever, but not in this case. Like in this case, obviously, Razor and Diesel have gone to WCW, and this is just ridiculous. You don't want to be talking about them when they're on the other show and all that. So there's a lot of things that's wrong with this. But potentially for certain things, I could see a character working where they change the quote-unquote actor or wrestler, especially if someone's wearing a mask, maybe. You know,
I'm sure that's happened maybe in Mexico or wherever, where like they just that you could be like the next whatever Sin Cara or whatever. I don't know.
But okay, I mean, I think if they really wanted to, they could have pushed the issue. They could have had the commentators put it over, and they could have tried to work with these characters and continue on. But since they made it a joke for these especially...
Oh, you mean they should have said, like, oh, that is Razor. They should have just bought into it? Like, should they have said, like...
Yeah, they shouldn't be saying, oh, JR is trying to make a mockery of WWF, and what is he doing here? He's trying to fuck us over. Like, stop saying all that. I think potentially if they treated it seriously, it could have been... They could have let these characters continue on the show, and they would have just been Razor and Diesel, you know? But
I have a hard time seeing this. No, I just don't think it would have worked either way.
Do you know how long these two actually remain on the show as Razor and Diesel?
I can't tell you exactly, man. No, I don't remember. It wasn't very long. I'm gonna say a couple months, maybe. I think. What are we in September? This is September. I want to say probably. I want to say they're there at least till the end of this year, but maybe even beginning of '97. So, but how long it goes after that, I don't know.
Interesting.